Hi everyone. I don't know if anyone's there. We had some technical difficulties and I'm now doing this on my phone instead of my computer, which is not what I had planned and not what I set up. So we're gonna figure it out. Just give me 2 seconds.
Many minutes later.
I was going to teach you 2 different things today. The first one is going to be a little paddle and roll exercise that we can do without music and that doesn't really jump and doesn't really travel. I'm trying to make this whole class as apartment friendly as possible. I'm gonna count it in triplets, 1 nanda, 2 wanda, and I used words to explain rhythm. So we're gonna go blueberry, blueberry for all of these. So we're gonna go like this, blue, which is a heel, and then we're gonna do a double paradiddle without finishing it. So it goes like this. 1 and 2 and we're gonna finish this little section with an extra heel on the left. So my weight is entirely on my left foot. So it goes like this, 1 and 2 and up, okay? And from here, you do a regular paradiddle with your right foot, 3 and 4, okay? So you have 5 and 6 and blueberry, blueberry heel. Does that make sense to everybody? So, from here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, you're gonna do a full double paradiddle with your left foot, which is and 5 and 6. Does that make sense? So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna finish without a paradiddle at all. And that's gonna be a little bit confusing because you're so used to starting with a dig that this is gonna be the one that throws you off once you get used to it. And this goes fa, lap, here. Okay? So that's the entire thing with a couple little variations I'll get to in a minute. So you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, in order to get back to our left heel to start it a second time, we're gonna do another full double paradiddle, paddle and roll. I use those words interchangeably, by the way. Don't think anything of it. Double. And that heel should be back on the 1. So, what I like to do is this entire thing twice through, but ending on the 7 the second time. Also, I know people count in bars or 8s. I tend to count in 8s just because I was trained in other styles of dance as well. But of course, if I were speaking to a musician, I would count in 4s. It really is a personal preference in my opinion, and I tend to count in 8s because I like the phrasing of that. So I'm counting in 8s, and you can count however you would like. So 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start again. 1, 2, heel 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could pause 8 and then start on the entire other foot if you so choose, or you could just try to work on that same foot again. So I'm going to switch to my right heel first the second time through. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does that make sense? The thing about the clave is that it goes like this. Ba, 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 ba. And here's the rhythm of the clave. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. So it's 1, 4, 6, 7. Right? You guys have heard that before. Ba, da, da, ba, 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 da, da, da. Right? So what I did with this little combination, which by the way I made up in an elevator a decade ago, it starts on the heel, and every single heel will make up that rhythm, and everything else will be the in-betweens. So I'm not sure if you can tell on this board, I'll try it on both for you, but I'm gonna accent my heels and let everything else be a little quieter, and you should start to hear the overlaying clave alongside the other sounds you're making. So it sounds like this. 5, 6, 7, we go. Could you guys tell that those heels make the bump? Da, 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 da. So, does that make sense to everybody? Oh, thank you, Ellie. So let's try this together, and I can't see you, of course, but the goal here, hi, Debbie D. I love Debbie D very, very much. It's so nice to see you. She's brilliant and wonderful, and if you can ever take a class from her, you absolutely should. Okay, so let's see if we can try this together, and the goal is to accent your heels and not accent anything else, so you feel that clave rhythm within the triplet. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try the other foot. So whichever one you were doing, doesn't matter if it's right or left, switch. 5, 6, 5, 6 together. Does that make sense? Can you guys hear it on that board? This board's my better board. So I'll do it one more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, we go. I'm gonna do both feet, by the way, this time. So I'm gonna do my left heel first, pause, and I'm gonna wait, and 8, and because I went 7, and 8, and 1. So I'm gonna get that double heel with a lot of pause in between. So I'll show you this time if you wanna just watch it this time, and then we'll do it again if you wanna do it with me. This is the entire thing, right? 5, 6. I'm going to make this my at-home tap challenge this week. So if you wanna send me videos, my Gmail is just shelby.kaufman@gmail.com. And if you get this and you send me a video, I will include you. But what you have to do is send me your name, the dance studio that you go to, as well as the city that you are in. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys like this. I was really excited to teach you this one just because it's one of those that I made up so long ago, but every couple years I sort of remember it and get excited about it again. So, da 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 da, 7, 8, we go. 1. Let's try that a little bit faster. Here we go. 1. Good? Let's try it faster. Here we go. By the way, in my opinion, the thing that makes this the most difficult, other than really accenting our accents, is getting the double with a relaxed enough ankle that you're not pulling and going faster, because we do have to keep the entire thing even, which is a little bit challenging, right? So let's try it a little bit faster. Ready? 7, here we go. Faster? 7, and we go. if we've got any questions about this. By the way, I apologize. I keep sort of switching between teaching this in, hi Cheris, it's so nice to see you. I keep kind of switching when I'm counting for you guys between double time triplets and triplets. It just depends on how fast the music is, but since we're doing it with no music, I'm not being as consistent as I like to be. So just while we're talking about this, let's make sure we know what that means. So as you know, a triplet is 3 sounds in a beat of music, and we count it 1 anda, 2 anda, 3 anda, 4 anda. And I use the fruit word blueberry, 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 right? Drawbacks are done in triplets a lot. Cincinnati's, falafel, all that stuff, right? And hi, Joanne. I love that I see people I know. Okay, so, say words, please. Oh, okay, like heel, double. Okay, yeah, I will. 2 seconds. Double time triplet is 6 sounds per beat of music, right? So we don't really have e-andas to say, which is hard for someone like me who just likes to count. So it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does that make sense? So depending on how you're thinking about this, you could think of it as a double time triplet because it's fast, or a triplet. So how about moving forward, I'll just think of it as a triplet because I can at least give you the the andas and the blueberries and all that. And then it just depends on the speed of music if you ever wanted to try it to music, but we're gonna let this one stay a cappella, and then I'm gonna give you a combo that goes to music. So I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna say the words because I have a request to do so from Jody. Hi, Jody. Okay. It goes heel, dig, brush, heel, dig, brush, step, heel. Or you could think of that as heel, almost double paradiddle, with an extra heel, regular paradiddle or paddle and roll. Like I said, I tend to use these words interchangeably, though I know not everyone does that. So you got heel, double, paddle, heel. From here, double paradiddle fully, all 6 sounds, dig, brush, step, heel, finish, fall out, heel. Right? That's one time through. However, to get to the same side a second time, I throw in an extra double paradiddle to then get the heel back on the 1 to start again. But the second time I will end on the flap heel. So I'll show you what I mean by that, okay? So you go heel, double, flap heel, double again, heel, start again. Guys, by the way, speaking of technical difficulties and unforeseen circumstances, apparently they have chosen this instance to cut my front lawn. So if you can hear that, let me know and I'll see what I can do and like kick him out. But if you can hear me fine, then I'll just ignore him. Oh, hi, Karita. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. Okay, so Karita's fantastic also. You guys, there's so many people that are worth taking classes from, and Karita's fantastic. And I know she does some online stuff too, so please check her stuff out. Okay, so let's try this. Just building speed one last time, and then we'll let it go. And if you do feel like you have it, then you're gonna send me a video of yourself doing it. Okay, ready, set. 5, so let's go. I'm gonna stay in triplets this time, right? I promised I will be consistent, so I will. So good. 5 anda, 6 anda, 7 anda, 8 anda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah? Let's try a little faster. Okay? Do you guys hear that clave? It's really much easier to hear it when it's quicker. So I think if you don't, you'll start to as I go faster and really accent those heels, right? 5 anda, 6 anda, 7 anda, 8 anda. Yeah, just one more time, a little faster. By the way, just as like a little helpful tip, if I were watching you, this is probably what I would notice. I find that people that struggle with stuff like this, it's because they're curling their toes inside of their shoe. And it's really hard not to do that when you're doing something like a double really fast. So what would be great is if you just relax your toes inside of your shoe and relax your ankle and let your sounds come from the upper part of your leg rather than from your ankles or your toes. Yeah? So instead of going dig, brush, go dig, brush. Do you see how I'm letting my toes stay relaxed? I think that would be really beneficial to you if you're finding that what's hard for you is keeping even when you do those doubles at a faster speed. Okay, last time, really fast. Stop. Ready? 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8. Thank you. I think it's a fun combo too, so I'm glad you guys like it.